In looking at place value, the students are supposed to look at the number 175. Realizing that the 1 stands for 100, there are 7 tens, which is 70, and 5 ones. The first question asks students to write a number that you could add to 175 that would change only the digit in the tens place. I have been asking the students to circle the digit that they want to change. So in looking at 175, if we want the students to change the 7 in the tens place, they could add 10 to make it 185, or they could add 20 to make it 195. Those are the only two answers that are acceptable for this question.
For the next problem, we're asking students to change the numbers in both the tens and the ones place. We'll look back at our number 175. I'll ask the students to circle both the 7 and the 5 because those both need to be changing. As the students are working through, I'll ask them to also write the problem below so they can see what's going on. So to change the number 175 in the tens and the ones place, they might decide to add 11. Then they can write underneath to make sure they're explaining their thinking. 175 plus 11 equals 186. This way they can also see that the tens place and the ones place changed in their answer. So 11 works.
On the last problem, it says to write a number that you could add to 175 that would change only the digits in the tens place and the hundreds place, but not the ones place. Students can also draw out what 175 would look like using the square for hundreds, the sticks for tens, and the X's for ones. If your student would look at the number 175 in this way, knowing that they want to add something to that number that would change only the tens and the hundreds but not the ones, they could add 110, or they could add 600, which would change the digit in the hundreds place, 20. There are several different answers that would be acceptable for a problem like this.